Hey guys, Wrestling Throwdown here. I'm Haley and I'm exhausted. but obviously TNA happened last night, so I'm actually doing 3 shows this week if you guys did not know because of SmackDown's 15th anniversary. I read the spoilers. It does not sound good, but I promised you guys I'd do a separate show for that. It really does not sound good. But I will talk about that because I do want to talk about a few things that happened on there and rumors that have happened. And I'm also going to do NXT tomorrow too. So I'll do NXT tomorrow and then SmackDown Saturday. So look forward to NXT tomorrow. I still have to watch it. I just got home, so I don't even know what happened. I still have to watch it and everything. But as for TNA, I guess we can talk about Bound for Glory first. This was pretty much the coming home show to Bound for Glory. And I guess I do want to talk about this for a brief few minutes. What happened for the Bound for Glory tournament? Like, they didn't even do it this year. I mean, I know they're having a lot of problems with their, like, obviously their TV network and everything like that not being renewed, Spike not obviously renewing them and everything like that. But it's just like, this is something that could save you. Like, you're what? Just because you're down in the dumps, you're just like gonna give up and you're not even gonna do it this year? I thought it was bizarre. And I don't even think they're having a match for the title at Bound for Glory. Like, they have a really, really weird card. I know it's Velvet Sky versus Havoc. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but why the hell is Velvet Sky getting #1 contenders match? Madison Rayne won the #1 contenders, and Velvet Sky hasn't won anything. I mean, I'm not trying to be. I guess it's maybe because she was the last one in the ring with Havoc before Havoc faced Gail Kim. Maybe that's for the #1 contender. Maybe that's why. I'm not really sure. But I do find that bizarre because obviously Gail Kim's not able to compete right now, not medically cleared. So Velvet Sky's going to be facing her. The tag team titles aren't even on the line. It's going to be Team 3D versus, I think it was like James Storms and Sonata or something. I don't know, no, because that was James Storms and Sonata is facing the Great Muto and Tajiri. But just really random matches on this card. It doesn't even look good. I know you guys are really big TNA fans, though. I've been getting like over 100 views for TNA, and there's no way I'm stopping them, and no way I'm not doing TNA every week because this is what's obviously a big hit for my channel and my group too is TNA. So I'll still do it, and I will watch TNA this Sunday. I think I might have to work. I shouldn't have to work at night though. I should be home in time for it. But I will still watch it, or I'll find something. I'll find a stream or something on it. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna order it. I'm definitely gonna watch it on stream or something. But yeah, I will do a show Monday for Bound for Glory, if you guys are wondering, TNA fans. I will do one. I don't want to do one because I know it's going to be really bad. And I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that, but it doesn't look good. But this is supposed to be their biggest pay-per-view, obviously. This is supposed to be like their WrestleMania. And it looks horrible. Just bad. And I'm going to try and get Joe with me Monday. I'm going to see what he's doing. I don't even know if he's going to watch it. But I'll try and get Joe for this one because, you know, it is going to be a pay-per-view review technically. So it's going to go under that. So, and I like to, obviously he didn't do the last pay-per-view review with me. I had Chris for that one. So hopefully I can get Joe for that one. We'll see. If not, I can do it by myself. It's not a big deal. But I do like it when you guys hear different opinions. But enough about me. going on a rant. Let's get into the show. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on regarding the shows and stuff. If you guys didn't know if I was doing Bound for Glory and stuff, I just wanted to let you guys know. Alrighty, Bobby Roode starts off. And he wants an answer from Lashley. And he says, not MVP this time. He says, I already got an answer from MVP, but I didn't want an answer from MVP. I wanted an answer from Lashley. And MVP and Kenny King come out. And they tell him no again. And Bobby Roode starts calling them like lackeys and like the champion's best friend, and pretty much that they carry the champion's bags and stuff like that. Anything to be close to the champion because they're not good enough to be champions, so they want to be as close as possible to the champion. And obviously that didn't please MVP too much. And he says, you get an opportunity. I'm going to give you an opportunity. So you can beat me and Kenny King at the same time in a handicap match tonight. We will give you a shot against Lashley. But if you lose, you can never go for the title again as long as your career. And he said for the world. I don't know if he technically meant TNA for the TNA, but he said world, so I guess that technically means he means like WWE too, and probably like ROH too, so he pretty much couldn't go for any title. But he didn't say TNA, but I'm sure he meant just for the TNA, so technically he could have went for, if he ever did get, obviously, what's the word I'm looking for? Like if WWE ever picked him up, and put him in NXT or whatever, or even, whatever, he obviously could go for the WWE. I mean, I don't know though, because of what they said, it seems like they mean any world, but obviously they just meant the TNA. And Bobby Roode agrees. So they obviously are going to have a match later on tonight, and so if Bobby Roode loses, obviously he can never go for that title again. This segment, it was I guess it was decent to start off TNA, I guess, because obviously I can't really compare them to WWE's opening segments, because WWE's opening segments are usually always really good, and TNA's are they're always going to just be average at best. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say, because some of them have been really good, some opening segments have been really good, but I try not to expect too much from TNA, especially since obviously they're losing money and everything, and there's only so much they can do. The creative team isn't that great, so there's only so much you can obviously, I guess, look forward to. But for what it was worth, it was decent. It got obviously the main, well, it wasn't actually the main event, but it got a good match started. And it pretty much got people thinking if Bobby Roode was going to lose or not. And I feel like even, obviously, if you didn't know this, even if you didn't, read spoilers, or if you didn't see the match at the end or near the end, I feel like this is kind of almost very predictable for Bobby Roode to win, because I highly doubt that he's like their only chance right now, other than Samoa Joe, because they're not having Austin Aries win. And Eric Young's out of the picture. Unless they have EC3 win, which that wouldn't be so bad, actually. I love EC3. Great talent. But Bobby Roode's really like their one big guy other than Lashley right now. So obviously they wouldn't do that to him. Alrighty. Next, Angelina Love versus Taryn Terrell versus Madison Rayne, #1 contenders knockouts. Now, when I read spoilers, everyone told me that she turned heel, Madison Rayne. And from what it looks like here, yes, she walked out technically. Well, she left Taryn Terrell in the ring, but she didn't attack her. She didn't side with the beautiful people. It's not like the beautiful people attacked her and then they try to incorporate the beautiful people in this. They try to say that the beautiful people attacked her and Madison Rayne just stood there and did nothing, and they didn't. It was Havoc that came out and attacked Taryn Terrell. after the match. And Madison Rayne did win. She technically, I mean, she did use the tights, but I don't know. There's so many faces that have used the tights before and they never turned heel. I mean, Dolph Ziggler, for example. I mean, I guess maybe because it was a face versus face, people are saying, "Oh, she's a heel now automatically." And Dolph Ziggler was facing a heel, and Dolph Ziggler was a face, so I guess that made it okay to use the tights. I mean, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the hell happened there. Of course, technical difficulties, some more. Okay, so like as I was saying, Dolph Ziggler has used the tights before. Faces have used the tights before, so I don't really see why that makes her heel. I mean, I guess we got to just see what her response is next week and the next few weeks. I mean, obviously that'll compare on to if she's heel or face or not. But wrestling does this all the time where they'll act like, oh, heel or face turn. They'll act a little funky. I mean, even Caitlyn, you could technically say, had this before with her and AJ Lee when they were the Chick Busters in the very beginning, and they kept losing to Beth and Natalya. Caitlyn sided with them and just left AJ Lee alone in the ring. And obviously she didn't turn heel after that. They faked it thing like that, but you never know until, I guess you have to wait and see next week. And same thing with AJ Lee too. I mean, people technically, me and Joe talked about this, and like it made her look like she was heel. It made her look like she was a coward. But we have to see next week. You know, maybe Emma will be the one that turns heel because I have a feeling that's what they would do with that and have her join Paige and leave AJ obviously the babyface, which makes no sense. But well, it does because obviously they can't have a heel versus heel match. I actually think that would be awesome. Very, very awesome. If AJ Lee was heel and Paige was heel at the same time. I think that almost would be better. Because they were both faces at the same time and they both faced each other. So why can't they both be heels? I actually think that would be better, but just my opinion. But Madison Rayne did win. So she is the #1 contenders. Well, she's supposed to be. Velvet Sky is facing Havoc at Bound for Glory. But I don't know if this was, no, this was taped before Bound for Glory. I know they're still taping stuff. They're already taping stuff after the pay-per-view event. I know I don't know when they actually taped the pay-per-view event. They taped it in Japan. I'm not sure if they when they taped it, what the exact date was, but they are already taping stuff after the pay-per-view. And obviously that was the whole thing. People were so pissed about that. I know I was. It's like TNA, gets upset for not having all these viewers, but it's just like, how about you don't tape stuff in advance? And, don't, so people have a reason, because I read spoilers. I'm guilty of it. I mean, obviously I don't spoil you guys, but it's just like TNA complains about their audience views and everything like that, but it's just like, if they didn't, tape so much in advance, it wouldn't be that big of a problem. I mean, SmackDown is taped, and it still gets better views than TNA. And that's pretty bad. So, well, I mean, they're both taped, so I guess that doesn't really mean anything. But SmackDown's just been kind of blah lately, and that's why I don't want to do it. But I did promise you guys I was going to do the 15th, even though it sounds like it sucked. But, oh well. Alrighty. I know I'm being really negative right now. People are not going to like me being so negative. But, yeah. The Madison Rayne thing, I don't see her being heel right now. I don't really know. I can't remember. I actually can't even remember half of what I read for spoilers, to tell you the truth. But I wouldn't spoil you guys anyways. But like I said, we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the next few weeks. This can mean anything. You know, people said that she turned heel. I mean, I wouldn't, I'm not going to bet money on it, but I still have a feeling that they're going to keep her face. But that's just my opinion. I feel like they already have enough heels. I mean, they got Angelina Love, they got Velvet Sky, they got Havoc. That's top 3 heels right there. They need baby faces. Gail Kim, Madison Rayne, and Taryn Terrell. There you go. There's your 3 baby faces. So I think they need to just leave everything where it's at. But that's just my opinion. James Storm, Great Sonata versus Low Ki, and Tigre Uno. And of course, James Storms and Great Sonata wins. I don't see James Storms losing anytime soon. They're obviously on a winning streak, this whole group thing. But I mean, he's the leader, and obviously he's gonna beat the crap out of someone if in his group if they lose. So obviously they're all gonna be on a winning streak for I don't know how long. But yeah, I mean it's interesting because he is still wrestling. I know I said that I didn't know why he wasn't wrestling, but he is slowly wrestling again. But it is interesting because there's not really much for him right now, and it gives him a good storyline. It gives them something to do. It gives them something different, and it helps out some people, and it gives some people some fresh heel turns and stuff. People that obviously either need it or have never, been heel before. Maybe just see where they go with it. And I think it actually can really work with James Storms. I really do. I don't really like him at all, but yeah, I'm actually feeling this storyline and how he's the leader of this whole group he's created, for the X Division or whatever they do with this thing. So, yeah, I'm actually for it, definitely. Samuel Shaw versus Bram, no DQ. Now, earlier backstage, Samuel Shaw was pretty much arguing with Gunner. And Gunner was saying that, oh, why did you ask for this match? Bram's crazy. He'll just destroy you. And Samuel Shaw, saying, don't say that. I asked for this match. I'm just trying to impress you. Get off my back. So Samuel Shaw is obviously having some tension with Gunner. And he's not obviously getting along with him. He's acting like Gunner obviously doesn't believe in him and all that. And Bram wins again. Bram's also on a winning streak, so that didn't surprise me. Samuel Shaw, I don't even know. They're using him really bad right now. And I guess it's a thing to turn him heel or turn him and Gunner against each other for right now. But I hope he starts winning after this. If this is the way they're going, and if he starts winning after this, then whatever, I won't, I guess I was, shouldn't have complained. But I mean, Bram is great, so I don't really mind him losing against Bram because Bram's on an undefeated streak right now, I think. Well, at least he's on a winning streak. I don't know if he's undefeated. I don't think he is actually undefeated, but I don't know. He might be. I don't think he is though. I think he lost a few, but for the past few months he hasn't lost any. At least for the past few months, since he's been with Magnus, he hasn't lost anything. And Brittany comes out and comforts Shaw. This is the first time we've seen her in a few weeks. Obviously, the first week being that she was taking an interest in him and spying on him, looking at him, just randomly too. This didn't even happen in the storyline. She was just randomly watching him backstage. I just thought that was funny. But they're not doing anything with Brittany either, so I guess, might as well put him with Samuel Shaw. And she was comforting him, and Shaw was completely knocked out. He didn't even know what was going on, and she was holding him and all that stuff and making sure he was okay. So we'll see where that goes next week, hopefully. I'm enjoying this, though. I kind of would like to see Brittany and Samuel Shaw together. I think they might be interesting. Obviously, they're going to be a heel couple, though, if they do, because Brittany's a heel couple, and they're both crazy, so... Bobby Roode versus MVP versus Kenny King. This was a DQ, and Bobby Roode wins. Lashley came out and attacked him, so obviously it was a DQ. And then backstage, they show Kurt Angle saying that Bobby Roode does get a title shot now. I'm not sure when this is. I'm not sure if it's next week, or I don't think it's at Bound for Glory. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that, but I don't think it's at Bound for Glory. Bound for Glory's card is just bad, period. But I have a feeling that Bobby Roode's going to win this time. I really do. And the reason I say this is because Lashley, I don't know how long has he had the title for, like 4 or 5 months, but he's supposed to be in MMA right now too also. And I mean, Bobby Roode, he hasn't had the title in a really long time, so if they're really going to change the title anytime soon, Bobby Roode needs to be the guy to do it. So that's another reason why I see Bobby Roode winning it. Whenever he does win it, if he wins it next week, Bound for Glory, I don't think it's at Bound for Glory though. EC3 in Spud segment. This was a good segment right here. I loved this segment. I think this was like the segment of the night. This and actually the ending was very good. This segment and the main event was good. He talks about his undefeated streak, and then he pretty much, says he's a winner and everything like that. And then calls Spud out and says he's a loser. And Spud gets pretty upset, and he sticks up for himself, and he keeps saying that he's not a loser and everything like that. And EC3 just keeps pushing his buttons, pushing him down, and then he slaps him like 3 times repeatedly. And then Spud just can't take it anymore, and he finally slaps EC3. And EC3 doesn't really do anything. He fires him, but he doesn't hit him back. He doesn't, go crazy or anything. He just fires him. He just kind of laughs, says, "Wow," and he goes, "You're fired." And that's pretty much that. So obviously the Spud and EC3 thing are done. I don't know if they're going to feud or what, if Spud's going to actually become a wrestler now or what. I would like to see him become a wrestler. I know he's really tiny and small, but that can be a good thing. I mean, there's wrestlers out there that aren't that big. Davey Richards, I think, is 5'8". Austin Aries is 5'9", I think, and Daniel Bryan's 5'10". So they're all really short. They're all talented. And yes, I did say Davey Richards' name. Shocking. I know. But yeah, it was a really good segment. I really wish that EC3 and Spud were still together. I don't really agree with the whole thing of them breaking up. But the audience really likes Spud. And they still keep saying that EC3 can't wrestle. I don't know if this is just a joke or what it is. It's getting rather annoying though. It really is. Because they know it's not true. They know they're just saying it just to say it. They actually, the crowd actually, I think there was speculations on this. But there was rumors going around that they actually were saying that to Seth. Like, people were saying that on one show. I can't remember. It was when he was still in the Shield, and it was like the very ending stages of him being heel in the Shield. And I think he was having either a singles or a tag team match, and it was kind of like, it was a rumor because they didn't know if they were saying something else or you can't wrestle. And it was kind of like, it was hard to hear the audience, and a lot of people were saying that the audience was saying you can't wrestle Seth. And I think that's why he went like this one time. I'm not sure, with the whole ear thing and everything. But I was shocked. I didn't want to believe it. But people are gonna say that to anybody, because obviously you're crazy if you don't think that Seth Rollins can wrestle. And that's not even being biased. That's just, even if I could not stand him, I can't stand Davey Richards, and I say he's really talented. So I'm not biased here. This is completely the truth. I've never heard of someone saying that that Seth Rollins sucks and he's like completely not talented at all. I've heard of people not liking him, but a lot of people that I talk to that don't like him, they still say he's talented. So Obviously, that's a joke that the audience, if they did say that, that's a joke. I don't know. It was still a rumor. I don't know. But it was a joke. They pretty much say it to anybody. And my camera's going all crazy. I hope I'm not like losing you or anything. I'm almost done anyways. But the EC3 and the Spud thing, I loved it. Even though I don't really agree with them breaking up, I really think that EC3 should have turned face. But he is like the Randy Orton, so I guess in a way he's not supposed to turn heel, or he's not supposed to turn face, so whatever. Wolves, Hardys, and Team 3D, Full Metal Mayhem, tag team titles. My brother did not like this match. He did not think it was good. I'm not sure why he didn't think it was good. I thought it was good. We watched it separately because I had a lot of stuff to do today. I was busy day, so I said I had to watch it like right away and get it out of the way. I couldn't wait for him. So I watched it alone, and I thought it was really great. I definitely thought it was better than their last match. Their last match sucked. It was boring, and it was bad. Really bad. Compared to like all four of their matches, their last match was horrible. This match, though, that happened last night was great. I wouldn't say it was the strongest match out of the four. I still say, actually, I think the first match was actually the strongest. It was either the first or the second. The first and the second were great, though. I'd say it was the third strongest, though. I definitely thought it was better than, I think, what was it, 2 weeks ago? And they talked about Davey Richards' leg being cleared, and I thought that was funny because I'm just like, wow, that was like 3 months ago when I heard about his leg. I'm like, they seriously have taped like 3 months in advance. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. They're almost up to December, I think, right now. And that is ridiculous. I think the most that they should tape is maybe 3 weeks in advance. Because this is ridiculous. I remember when they first did this, I mean, it was only like 3 weeks in advance. And they were still, like, everyone was still tuning in. Like, TNA was so great. I think it was like in 2009 that TNA was just, like, phenomenal. And 2010 and stuff. I mean, it was just so good, and everyone liked it. It was when Jeff Hardy first came. And obviously, he was a little bit out of I mean, obviously people know what I'm talking about. He was high, but you know, but it was still great. I mean, they had Bobby Roode, they had Austin Aries, they had Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, they had Motor City Machine Guns. They had it all. It was just so great. And they had great storylines going. I mean, regardless of I think this one was actually 2012 though. The AJ Styles and the getting that one lady pregnant. I forgot what her name was, but yeah, that was a bad story. TNA is not the best for creative, but they still have some good ideas. And I know I kind of bashed TNA tonight, and I don't mean to. It's not like I want to, because I do enjoy TNA. I love their talent. And I've talked about this before too. Like, there's a lot of things that TNA does so much better than WWE. I feel like they use their talent better. They give people chances that you wouldn't see WWE give chances. They don't start with the push and then kill it, and then completely forget about that person. They actually follow through. And then, I mean, they will die down after their push and everything like that. I mean, it's not like they'll just keep pushing them and stuff, but they'll actually follow through with like a title or something like that. Unlike WWE, who will push someone and then, oh, you're getting by the title. Oh, I'm going to drop you. And also TNA's, what was it? Their matches. I have never seen a match being like like they'll sometimes have like obviously matches being replayed, but it won't happen for like at least a couple more weeks down the road. WWE will have the same match 3 weeks in a row, and they'll have it on Raw, SmackDown, like the Bo Dallas and Mark Henry thing. Raw, SmackDown, Raw. I don't know if they had it on SmackDown, but and I'm sure they'll have it on Raw again. And it's ridiculous. It's just like, I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if they gave us like at least a month of a break with this. And that's what TNA does too. Like they'll just be like, okay, we already did that match, so let's, switch it up and everything like that. And TNA is more for they're more for faces versus faces and heel versus heels. They're not completely for it, but it happens more than WWE lets it allow. And that's what I like about TNA. So I know guys, I've been talking like today, I kind of went on a rant about how TNA has not been good. But I just gave you like 3 positive things that I love about TNA that's like so much better. And their backstage stuff, it's obviously not as good as WWE. And I know Ben asked this question on in the group before, and I didn't really feel like rewriting what I said, and I just told him to watch the video, and he told me, he's just like, no, I'm not watching someone talk to a camera, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But pretty much that's, I mean, I've been saying this for the past few weeks of why I think there's reasons of why TNA is better than WWE. And there's reasons why WWE is better than TNA. So it's not like, because I'm biased with WWE too. I'll say if it was a bad show, I'll say if it was a bad segment. And I gave it positives today. I said the last 2 things were good. And what else was good? Samuel Shaw and Brand match was not bad. And the opening segment I said wasn't bad. So I guess actually I'm gonna switch it. Overall, I actually thought TNA was actually good last night. I actually thought TNA was watchable. I was really more trying to diss Bound for Glory. So if I said that TNA wasn't good last night, I'm sorry if I did. I don't think I did. I think I was more on towards Bound for Glory. But if I did say that TNA was bad last night, it wasn't bad. It was definitely watchable. But Bound for Glory, I don't know. I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to do a review on it. And that will be Monday. So I hope you guys watch it. Even if you don't watch Bound for Glory and then you want to watch my review and see if you liked it, and I'll tell you if it was watchable. And me and Joe agree on a lot of things. So if you like Joe's opinions, you'll probably like mine. So, if I pretty much say it's good or bad, I mean, if you agree with Joe on what he says, then I guess then there's your answer. So if he can't do it with me, that is. I'm going to try and get him to do it with me, though. Because he really has not been doing... I know he's been busy. I know he had his strike zone tonight. We can't really do TNA anymore together because it's on Wednesdays now, and that's when it's on Wednesdays, but we obviously do the reviews on Thursdays, and that's when his strike zone is. So it's kind of hard. I mean, unless I do it, I can't even do it now before, because I have field work for the whole day, and then I go to school, and then I don't get home until 10. So there you go. And then I come home and I do this. So you guys better appreciate me. No, I'm just joking. I know you guys do. You guys give me so much love, and I love it. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. And like I said, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't mean to go on a whole diss TNA thing. And like I said, even if Bound for Glory seems like it's going to be bad, maybe it'll end up being decent. Maybe it'll end up being good for a lot better than what people thought it was going to be. I'm going to watch it regardless, even if it sucks. I'm going to watch it, and I'm still going to do a review regardless if it sucks or if it's good. So there's that. But I will see you tomorrow for NXT. That one's going to be short because obviously I'm not combining shows, and I'm probably not really going to talk about too much of anything else. But I know I usually combine, and then I talk about a few other things. I can talk about this. Actually, you know what? This actually would be a good time to bring it up. Why didn't I not bring it up? because it's TNA and it deals with DNA, so I don't know why I wouldn't bring it up today. I'm kind of glad I thought about this last second. I know I was kind of closing out the show and it was kind of random, but I hope you guys still watch it. CM Punk, they got word that he got a call, I guess, for TNA. TNA wants him, wants to sign him. I knew this was happening. I was not surprised, and I posted this in the group too. If you guys didn't see, I'm not surprised about this at all. I'm actually surprised that it took this long. Obviously, CM Punk said, I mean, I think he said no. Like, I guess that's his word. He pretty much said that he's still not doing anything in professional wrestling. So I guess there's your answer, that he said no. I don't know if, like, he gave them an official statement yet, but yeah. And he trash talks TNA so much, so there's no way. And they released him too, so because they thought he wasn't talented. So at least, I mean, and then what? He's gonna be Mr. Popularity, and he's gonna be good. And since WWE let him go, you're gonna snap at the chance for that? Like, you actually think that he's gonna want to come back? TNA does stuff that's crazy. I don't know. And I mean, sorry, stupid computer. Hate this computer. But what makes TNA think that CM Punk's gonna come back and want to be with them? It just doesn't make sense to me. The whole thing's ridiculous. I really don't have much to say about it. I mean, CM Punk's done. I've been saying it since he left, and everyone kept saying, oh, he's going to return. And, I try to get my hopes up too and say maybe he'd come back. I feel like I'm not going to say he's never going to make a return. I mean, he's definitely not going to make another return for wrestling, but I feel like he will come back eventually and explain about his retirement and what happened and blah, 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 if they let him. I highly doubt that, though, now, because he's on such bad WWE terms. I feel like that's squashed now, too. At first, I felt like that's what he was going to do, but now I feel like that's squashed, too. But that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I'm sure you guys all seen it coming, too, but oh well. In TNA, it's funny, someone said, can't TNA get their own people, their own wrestlers, create their own wrestlers instead of stealing WWE's? And I read this on somewhere. I don't think they put it on mine. I don't know, maybe they did. I can't remember. I think I read it somewhere else though. And I go, well, that's technically true. I mean, the last couple of guys they have gotten has been from WWE. And I mean, they still make a lot of, I mean, Havoc's original. I mean, yeah, she's from the Indies and stuff like that, but like, I mean, WWE, it doesn't mean it's, I mean, obviously WWE doesn't just like get random wrestlers off the street. They get them from the Indies. So it's not like, but, Havoc's obviously Indies. And that Chris Melendez guys, he's new and he's from, I don't know where he was from. I mean, he was from obviously the Army, but I think he was wrestling too in the Indies or something. I'm not sure. But, and obviously Bobby Roode and Austin Aries are original WWEs. Or TNA, sorry about that. Original TNA. So, I mean, I guess I get where they're saying from because Abyss. No, not Abyss. I don't know if I should say this. I think I already talked about it though. Yeah, I did already talk about this, so it's not really a spoiler. Brodus Clay. Obviously, if you guys did not hear, they signed him. Actually, I think he's going to be here next week. I think. And obviously EC3, Derek Bateman. So, I mean, the last few has kind of been, it's kind of a mixed match. I mean, they want to give talent that WWE didn't give a chance to, and that's what I like about TNA. They're all for opportunity and chances. So, whether you hate them or you like them, you gotta respect that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go before my computer acts up again. So thank you so much for watching. Sorry I went kind of on a rant there. I was kind of crazy all over the place, so sorry about that. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on Twitter. And if this is the first time you're watching this, join my Facebook group. And thank you guys so much for the support. And I will see you tomorrow for NXT. Bye.